That he was juggling grapefruits before they shot him, and that he was very competitive.
What's your earliest memory of Bob Marley?
My dad always had it playing in the house. I remember being small, and I grew up in a single-parent household with my older brother, so we were the three little birds. I remember that song, and my dad would sing it to us because that was us.
Just from the beginning, I've always known who Bob is. I can't remember the first time. He was someone who I always remember just knowing of.
What was it like working with Bob Marley's family and friends?
It was fantastic. His children are an extension of himself. Their mannerisms, how they walk, how they talk, how they speak, their cadence, everything. Their spirit. I felt like Bob was always around in all these various forms. We're all Bob's children, you know, that's kind of what it felt like. And yeah, we had access to archival footage, archival photographs, archival recordings, just a wealth of information, knowledge. They're really intelligent people, really warm people, so it was fantastic.
They taught me everything I know about Bob. I learned about Bob through them, through their eyes, through their experience, his friends and family and people who worked with him.
Do you have one of his songs or albums that you found underrated?
Redemption Song is my personal favorite song. I connect with it on a deeply human level, and that song in particular has personal resonance for me.
Uprising's one of my favorite albums, you know. They're all incredible albums.
If you could see Marley plays just one of his songs on stage, which one would it be?
It must have been incredible seeing him for Smile Jamaica perform War. The pressure that was on him, the tension that was in the crowd that day, just having been shot, and to get up on stage in this moment in solidarity for the people, I would have loved to be in the crowd to experience.
Do you have an anecdote or a fun fact you learned about him that you would never have known without working on the project?
You know, Bob in general, I think, gives off this appearance. He's just super cool and like just relaxed. But the name of the company is called Tough Gong. So Bob was like a rough dude from the streets, as much as being sweet and kind and giving love.
That he was juggling grapefruits before they shot him, and that he was very competitive.
What's your best memory on set?
It was actually our last day of shooting. I'm looking at Kingsley. I see all the hard work and commitment he had put into this role, the culmination of everything we went through on set to get it, the ups, the downs, the joys, the pains, the struggle. It was all worth it in this moment. You see these children, and I'm thinking, that's my kid, that's my son who's watching. You see Kingsley performing Redemption Song, which is my favorite song, and so I waited all shoot for that moment, and to just be there in front of 56 Hope Road, in front of the fire, it was the perfect way to end the movie for us and our journey, and I'm just so proud of him.
Being in Trenchtown with the community, we just spent all day going up and down, and it was the day I spent a lot of time with the community and just understanding how much love there is for Bob.
If you could have a featuring with Bob and an actual artist.
Bob and Kendrick.
Yeah, for example.
Bob and J. Cole. I would have loved to see Bob and Stevie, because they performed. Yeah. They did jamming. And Stevie wrote some songs that were inspired by Bob. I think Master Blaster, or one of Stevie's later albums was inspired by a lot of Bob. They were in touch and did stuff. I would love to see those two together.
Yeah.
Or Bob and Gil Scott-Heron. Maybe all three of them together.